sign out today. Tell me about them.
Yeah, well, I think we all know about Chad Wheeler. He's at USC. He's already on campus. Graduated early, so I think he's got a lot of potential. I think we know that he's going to be a great offensive lineman for the Trojans. I mean, he's at USC. Great coaching, Coach Pola. He's in great hands. Excited about Chris Collins going to Boise State. I think he's going to do well there. They're patient with him. I think he's going to go up there. He's going to put on about 15, 20 pounds. I think he's going to be a monster in their situation. Their defense fits his personality. It fits his style of play. They're going to probably play him at the outside linebacker or nickel spot. So he'll be running around hitting people all day. You know, in the Big East, I guess it'll be the Big East once he's on campus. Really excited about Kori Garcia going to Cal Poly. I think they got a gem. I don't think that they realized how great he's going to be until they put the pads on.
Now, why do you say that?
This is what I think about Kori Garcia. If Kori Garcia was 6 foot and had a different complexion and a different last name, he would have had a lot more offers and a lot more opportunities. And I just think that people assume, because you hear Garcia, that he's not a collegiate football player. And I just think that when he gets on campus, he's going to impress a lot of people. Because Kori Garcia is a heck of a football player. You were just talking earlier. You said that 5 guys from Inglewood signed today. Oklahoma, USC, Boise State. You got Culver City guys. Got Washington State. You know, I don't know where. Arizona. I mean, these guys are going big time colleges. And Kori Garcia was the MVP of the league. You know what I mean? He was the most valuable player out of all those guys. So it kind of shows you what kind of player he is and he could be. He's a great football player. And I think that Cal Poly's got a great football player. And I think they'll realize that as soon as they put the pads on. And they say, whoa, this guy is special. Dylan Muscat, that was interesting to me. I didn't know until this moment where he was going to go. He kept it under wraps. He told the coaches not to call me and tell me. But you know, Wyoming came in the game late, and he was thinking about Penn, and we just discovered, I think, a couple of days ago, or maybe last night, that he got his ACT score was raised, I think, about 10 points or so. So Harvard got back in the game, and so Harvard called last night and offered him a game. And so he had some decisions to make, and he was excited to see that he chose Wyoming. I think it's great for him. I think he's going to have an opportunity to play Division I football. He's a football player. I mean, you know, obviously academics are important, but if he's out there and he's doing the right thing, he can go to Penn grad school. You know what I mean? But you can never ever go back and play Division I football. You know what I mean? You always have that at the back of your mind. If I could have, I would have, I should have. Maybe if I had tried it, I could have, you know, because it's easy to go from Wyoming to Penn or to Harvard or what have you, but it'd be difficult to go from Penn to Wyoming. So I think it was a great decision for him. It's closer to home. His parents are going to be able to see him. You know, 2-hour plane ride. I think it was a great decision. So I'm excited to see all these guys play. And then the surprise of them all was Matt Schultz going to Florida Tech, a new program, Division II program down in Florida. And they called late and said, hey, we want to offer Matt a scholarship. One of the coaches that was recruiting him in Claremont over here got a job and showed the new staff his tape, and they loved him, so they offered him. So I'm excited about that opportunity.
So you went from looking at Division III to Division II?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Which is a big difference in college. That's a big difference. Division II and Division III is huge. It's a big step.
Now, why do you say that?
Well, I think the level of play, in terms of level of play, competition. There's a lot of great athletes on all levels, but I think Division II is a little more competitive than Division III, in my opinion. Unless you know something.
No, you're a coach, man.
All right, good.
Chris Collins.
What about him? What do you want to know about him? Is he going to be a great player? He's going to be special. He has the potential to play on Sundays if he gets his stuff together and stays focused. And like I said, he's going to have to gain some weight. But what high school player doesn't have to gain weight? So he's in a great program. Are you kidding me? One of probably the best coaches, or the premier coaches in college football, Chris Peterson. You know, they have a great system. I think that he's going to fit in perfectly. He's a system guy. He's going to go there. He's going to keep his nose clean. He's going to perform on that football field, and we may see him on Sundays. No doubt.
You know, it's funny. Like I said, we were at Inglewood. We were at Culver City. Almost all those players left town, left California, went far away. Chad stayed local. Kori stayed local. What do you think the reason for that is?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. You know, I guess you'd have to go and talk to those kids and look into their homes. You know, I don't know. My boys love their families, obviously, and they want their families to have an opportunity to see them. I think that played a role in Dylan's decision. You know, he wanted to give his dad an opportunity to see him play. I think he was torn for a while. He was going to go to Cal Poly, and then when this other opportunity came up, I think he jumped on it. I think it was great. Want to stay close to home? Why not?
You know, we talked to Coach Thomas over at Inglewood on this.
Yes.
If Do you think part of it too is that 10 or 15 years ago, some of these kids might have not have gone so far when you had Long Beach State, when you had Cal State Florida, you had Cal State Northridge, they would have probably stayed local?
There's no doubt. I think they would have had opportunities. I mean, when I played, I played at Utah State. The Big West Conference was Long Beach State, Cal State Fullerton, and so I think so. I think they would have had more opportunities. At this point, what do we have here? It's either Cal Poly, USC, UCLA, or
D3.
You know what I mean? You can maybe run down the road and go to San Diego State or something, but it's really gonna have to go out of town. So I think these kids are lucky. They're fortunate to have the opportunity to play close to home. I mean, Kori's right up the street. Kori's still on the coast. Chad's around the corner.
Yeah.
Chad's really around the corner. So it's awesome. I'm so excited for these guys. I get to watch a couple of them now. I get to get an SC game or a Cal Poly game, and it won't affect our schedule because it's tough to get away during the season. Saturdays are work day for us in high school, but hopefully I'll pick a couple of days and give my coaches a little more work and ride up to Cal Poly and enjoy the Saturday afternoon.
I guess this might be the final question. You got Dylan and Chris, they're Wyoming and Boise State. They're going to play against each other first year. How difficult is it as a coach when you see two players on the opposite side? Three. Kori.
Oh. Cal Poly's going up to Wyoming this year, so I think that's going to be great. I can't wait to see it. It'll be great to see. But unfortunately, Dylan and Chris Collins both play defense, so hopefully Dylan's playing and Kori's playing because Dylan's on defense and Kori's on offense. I like to see those two go head up. They'll be motivated. They'll always be teammates. These guys love each other.
But a friendly hit wouldn't hurt.
Yeah. Those are the worst sometimes, right? You want to hurt your friend or your brother more than somebody you don't know, So they're going to have fun. These guys are going to be successful. They work so hard, they deserve every opportunity that they were given, and I think they're going to be successful on the next level. If you look out there in the weight room right now, you've got Chad Wheeler, you've got Dylan Muscat, Kori Garcia. They're in our weight room, because they're here for the sign-in day, so they decided to get a workout in. So that just tells you the type of characters that those gentlemen are, and that's why they're going to be successful.